everyone, it's Tally. I'm coming to you for the last time from my dorm room at Agnes Scott College Indicator Georgia, and you're watching 5 Girls 5 Minutes, 5 Girls Talk 5 Minutes, and don't other videos. It's Thursday. I'm Tally, and I'm graduating in 2 days. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I guess I should just get started. I kind of talked around it for the first 3 minutes the last time I tried to make this video, and this video is going to be long, and I'm sorry. I already told Sarah, like, this is going to be really long, but I just have a lot of feelings. Y'all know how much I love my school, and so I'm going to kind of just go in and get into that. The first time I went to Agnes, it was September of my senior year in high school, and I toured a lot of schools, and I knew what I was looking for, and I really had no interest at all in going to a women's college. That was not anything that appealed to me. I was like, that's ridiculous. And I didn't want to go to a school. I wanted to go to a small school, but like Agnes is less than 1,000 students. Oh my gosh. And I toured the campus. The first day I get there, it's Black Cat Week. I think I've talked about it before, but Black Cat Week, just as a summary, is kind of like our version of homecoming, and one of the elements of it is that you just rush the quad and you cover it in stuff that's in your class colors, and the quad was just covered in crap, and the quad already kind of looks like Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls because it's got the gazebo in the middle. So I walked on campus and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Stars Hollow. And I was obsessed with Gilmore Girls back then. I still love Gilmore Girls. So and I really was looking for a school that had that sense of tradition, that idea that like if you graduate from this school, you've graduated from this school. You haven't just graduated from college, you've had the insert name specific university experience. And that is what I felt like I would get at Agnes. And in Agnes, really, I mean, we just have all these amazing traditions. You know, each class has your mascot, your class color, you have your sister class, you have hub sing, like we have school songs that we go and like get in like a room and sing school songs. Our school has a school hymn and a drinking song. Beer, beer, beer for old Agnes Scott. You bring the whiskey, I'll bring the scotch. Send a sophomore out for gin, and don't let a sober senior in. We never stumble, we never fall much. We sober up on great alcohol. When we yell like hell for the glory of Agnes Scott. And sorry, I had to do it. And when we do hub sings, like the president of our college comes and is like, yes, let's sing beer, beer, beer one more time. Seriously, how great is my school? And So Agnes Scott has all these traditions, and yeah, anytime you run into a former Scottie, you can talk about junior production and all these things. But Agnes Scott takes it one step further in that you can always recognize an Agnes Scott alum by booyah, Agnes Scott ring. The Agnes Scott ring, basically, there's a bigger option, a smaller option, and different medals, but and your name's engraved on the inside, and your graduation year's engraved on the other side. That's it. Those are the only differences. They all look like this, and you can tell a Scottie. My first ring encounter is what they're called. Was a month after I got mine. I was at church, and someone was like, saw my ring. I was doing volunteering, like I was doing. Someone saw my ring. I was like, "Here, you go to Agnes." And so we just had like a short little moment, and it's amazing. And it's just one of those things where it's just like no other place has that you can always find another Agnes Scott student. You have like 50 years ago, you have like these shared experiences. It's so cool. And that was really something I was looking for, and Agnes Scott definitely provided that. And you know, it's not the right school for everyone. It's not for 50% of the population. But and I always make sure I say that, because I do host prospective students, and you know, many of whom are now here or coming next year, some of whom are my closest friends, and I always say this, that, you know, Agnes Scott is not the right school for everyone, but if it is the right school for you, you won't imagine having gone anywhere else. And I've tried to think of like, what would my life be like if I hadn't gone to Agnes? And a lot of amazing things have happened to me since I got to Agnes, and I've chronicled a lot of them on this channel. And it would be easy to say that none of them really directly relate to having attended Agnes Scott. I mean, I was elected one of Glamour's top 10 college women of 2011, and none of that stuff had anything to do with Agnes on face value. Yeah, sure, I wrote songs while I was in class, and I recorded them in my dorm room. I didn't take a ukulele class at Agnes, and I didn't take a songwriting class, and I didn't, you know, all that stuff. I mean, I was watching most of the songs that I've written shows about before I came to Agnes. I was watching Scrubs, which is the reason I have a ukulele, before I came to Agnes, and I was doing the NaNoWriMo before I came to Agnes, which is what my first song was about. But the idea that, like, I go to a college where someone on the, like, we had a musical performer, like, she was like a, some like concert on the quad, and the person was playing ukulele, and people, like, I mean, I ran into like 10 people, some of whom I didn't even know very well, coming up to me like, Tally, did you see if there's some girl playing the ukulele out of the quad? And that like, it's become, that it's not something, like, it's weird, but it's not something that people are like I'm not in the minority of the people who are in fandom and people who are enjoy being a nerd and being smart, and just it's just one of those things that's just an amazing community here. And I honestly cannot imagine any of these things happening if I had gone to any other college. And I would have had I'm sure I would have had a great college experience, and I would have learned a lot and met great people, but there's something about going to Agnes that I just really don't think that I can't imagine having gone to any other school. Like, the idea of going to any other school just doesn't register with me. And and I've thought about it, and it just seems so terrible, the idea of going someplace else. And Agnes is not a perfect school by any means, and it's small, and and there are the advantages and disadvantages of that, and dining hall food, but come on, and that's going to be an issue everywhere. And there's the lack of name recognition, all that stuff, and our mascot, well, it's adorable, we're still the Agnes Scott Scotties, and it's just amazing that, like, none of that matters. Like, I mean, I would have had advantages and disadvantages of going to any other college, but I would take the disadvantages of having gone to Agnes over anything, any other school. And I love this place, and I don't want to leave. I know I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to kind of be done with the whole being in college, taking classes thing, but I don't want to leave Agnes, and I'm going to miss my professors. This afternoon I'm going to start working on writing notes to some of my favorite professors. I think I mentioned this last week, but I mean, I was sobbing after my last class with my history professor, and my advisor for my senior sem, who reads all my scripts and stuff, and just all of that is just, I can't even, it's overwhelming that I have to leave this place. And I'm sorry I've talked for so long. I'm going to stop now, but I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you all next Thursday when I am an official college graduate. Oh my gosh. Okay, bye.